Welcome, Ash.
Hello, Ash Teeter here with the Lost Coast Populist. I'm just commenting as a citizen here. My comment is kind of just reflecting back on the COVID vaccine that the city had in place, just because I think that kind of encapsulated the whole power in the city manager position. So, anyways, as follows. City Manager Miles Slattery found himself in a comically bewildering situation when it came to the handling of the COVID vaccine mandate. With advice pouring in from all directions, how could he resist but following the guidance of Sofia Pereira, who held only a communications degree? But now, don't get me wrong, Sofia might be a good communicator, but basing even part of a medical decision on her opinion would, it could be like taking, medical advice from a comedian. Let's all hope that laughter is the best medicine. An interesting twist, it seemed that Miles and the city council at the time, I know many of you weren't here, were all kind of reflecting being a participant in the Milgram experiment. I'm following the guidance of some guy in a white jacket standing behind you, telling you it's all right. You don't have to take responsibility for this. I know what I'm talking about. So just turn that dial on the shock meter, just a little higher. And then the mandate stayed in place for a good year or so. My wife lost her job because of it. I'd heard that. She was thinking about trying to stay, but there were no people who were allowed to stay on the personal beliefs or any kind of waivers like that. Not that I heard of, not that she heard of. I guess your personal opinion wasn't good enough for those kind of things. It was you'd somehow take someone's personal belief, their opinion, what they believed, and stick that through some kind of legal screening, screen somebody's personal belief that they hold about what should go into their body. How does that make sense to anybody? I don't know. But anyways, I'd asked in September, I'd asked Kim on the court, or the steps here, what it would take to end the policy. And you said it depended on the where the county was going with it. Not even mentioning that it was all in Miles' lap as to when to end the mandate. And I don't know if that was intentional secrecy or just you didn't know. But either way, that seems kind of deceptive, and it seems kind of wrong that Miles alone had the power to end something that had such an impact on the community and all your employees. Thank you.
Thank you, Ash. Thanks for being here. Mr. Teeter, welcome.
Yeah, I just wanted to put in a comment on the ARPA funding and America Rescue Plan funding. That's $6.4 million, correct? And that was supposed to, rescue, it could be, members of the community also impacted by COVID or the mandates during COVID, which the city put in place that impacted people. How many businesses, was there a study done on how many businesses permanently closed their doors, partially due because of these mandates said they couldn't be open or because they had to feed people outside during the winter and under a tarp? How many people lost their jobs because of these mandates that aren't being, rescued by this plan? How many? Has there been any studies on that? I saw within the plan that there's $500,000 going to help the homeless, right? It's going into some kind of a bond situation where you're working with someone. But is there more that can be done? We've had the meeting about the homeless problem we have here. With 6.4 million, there's was it 4 million's going to the sewer program, I believe, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. But so if there's 4 million from the rescue plan going to the sewer, for those improvements, is the public also going to be charged for the improvements? Just wondering. Then also with the 10 million in reserves, is there anything that can be done with that to help the homeless community? Could the city open up it wouldn't even have to be a free giveaway, open up an affordable campground that, homeless people could use. Right now you go to try to use a campground, KOA or anything, it's $20 a night. Could you open up something that's $5 a night for people? Something where they could park their car, have power? access to a bathroom. I don't know, that might, end up feeding back into itself and paying for things. But anyways, my thoughts on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Teeter.